Good afternoon and welcome back to the Coach Murray Show. We're coming up on the final game of the season. I'm Adam Bell along with Indians football head coach Russ Murray. Coach, first thing I want to talk about is that final drive. I know we're kind of skipping everything. That final drive was so exciting to me. I mean, the go for it on fourth down and get down there and go for it again.
Well, we had to when it was 4th and 6, and I kind of decided. I told Coach Stevenson, "Hey, let's get the first down here." I was confident in G being able to kick it, but I was looking at the time. I didn't want to give them too much time to get a drive there and score, because they were capable of scoring from anywhere with their bill. I was confident that G would have been able to kick it, but I decided, hey, let's get the first down. And coach called a heck of a play, not only on that fourth down, but also on the 4th and 7, that slant to Kyler, and which they'd been giving us all day, and we made a perfect throw and catch, and also when we got the 4th and 1 or whatever, it was great to fake it to Lily and King take it around the corner, because nobody, I think, but Sammy knew that was coming.
Did you hear Sammy call it?
I watched y'all's broadcast. I always like watching y'all's broadcast on Friday, because I like to see y'all's perspective, and I see it differently from than we do with our film. Okay. And it's good to watch. I like the sideline shots. I like to see the kids and people in the stands. And of course I get to see the band too. I watch.
There you go.
That's the main reason why I watch it, so I get to see the band and Ellie out there performing. But anyway, Sammy knew it was coming, or kept begging for it. I don't know if he knew it anyway, and he called it, and I kind of grinned, as he was saying that, because I knew it was coming already.
Obviously.
Yeah. So Jalen did a good job with the fake, and they all tackled him, and King just took it around. He chucked that one guy. A lot of people don't realize, but King's almost 200 pounds. He's right at 6'4", and he can run. When he wants to, he can run. And boy, and we'll talk about this, but boy, did he have a great night throwing the ball. And but that last drive probably would say is probably the drive of the year for us. Yeah. We had to have it. I don't know how many minutes it was, but it was several minutes. It ate up the clock, and I wished it had been a little bit longer, but we scored touchdowns, what we wanted. The only thing that was bad about it was we didn't convert the 2-point conversion, which was there. We've been working on that for a couple of weeks now. That's the first time we threw it out there on the field, and Jorge slipped, and we just it just didn't happen. But overall, proud of the kids, for sure.
That was a blast, and in that 4th and 7, Sammy called it, and I
thought you were calling the slant.
I thought he got stopped.
I thought you were calling the slant.
No, Sammy called the 4th and 7 when he did the fake.
Oh, that was 4th and 1.
Oh, was that the 4th and 1?
That was 4th and 1. Yeah, okay. That was the second one. The 4th and 7, you were talking about several plays before that. Boy, a slant sure would be nice right here. Slant sure would be nice right here. And it was not a quick slant, but it was sort of a slant.
Yeah, it was a semi-slant. But that fake, I thought he was stopped. I thought y'all gave it to to Lily. And I said he's down, and then nope. I think King going around the side.
King did a good job holding on to it and pulling it like he's supposed to do. And that's something we've been working on for the last several weeks, because King could be a weapon running the ball.
It was a heck of a fake, because from what you could see from our view up top, we have an unobstructed view of the backfield, and I didn't know King kept the ball until he was going around the sideline. It was a beautiful fake.
I don't think anybody did, really, from the reaction of the crowd. But
I don't think Clinch realized it until they were just about 10 yards.
They only had one guy, and he liked to have made the play. But I think we still get the first down. But he shook him, and it was able to take it on in. I'm not even sure what yard line we were on.
Sorry?
I'm not even sure what yard line we were on. We were inside the 20, and it wasn't that far of a run, but still, that was big. It was big. Biggest one of the night for sure.
I know. I enjoyed that last drive, man. That was something else. All right, let's back up now and go back to the first half a little bit. We're kind of trading punches with Clinch. It was a typical swap war.
Yeah. We challenged our guys about being physical, and I really think we out physical and shocked them at first, and we were able to jump out on the lead. And Clinch is a great team. They battled back. You might as well say they withstood withstood the storm because they, ended up getting the lead on us later on in the game. They didn't fold. Good teams don't fold, and Coach Tyson has a good program over there. I'm a proud program, and but we out-physical them to start off with. I mean, we were really out for blood, you might say. We were sticking them on both sides of the ball, and I think the speed. They have a lot of speed, but we have some team speed too, especially on our guys that put their hands on the ground, our defensive front. We were doing a good job. I think they were overwhelmed with that at first, and they still had trouble running the ball. They didn't run between the tackles on us, so you could tell our guys up front were really coming off the ball.
Those guys up front had an excellent game Friday night.
They did.
They really did, and really the only really positive stuff came in the second half when they started running that option a little bit. They started getting kind of effective a little bit with that. But other than that, the deep passes are really the only thing that really bit us a little bit.
Yeah. Coach Haggis did a good job. His game plan was pretty good, and well, it was good. I'm not pretty good. It was good. And those big plays were bust on our part. He had to call, but the kids didn't execute like they were supposed to. And that's something that we need to work on. I don't want us to be the best we are now, but it is the 10th game. We got to be the best that we can be. I don't want us to be the best that that we ever will be, but we got to get better and better. And this team we're playing this weekend certainly slinging around for sure too.
Well, Friday night was also senior night, Coach. So we a lot of seniors out there. I know you escorted one too.
We had a ton of them. 16 I think is what we have, and those guys, a lot of those guys have been with me since I started. It's 4 years with them. I had them when they were freshmen, and those guys, they were real puppies when I got them, and through the work for all these, not me, but these other coaches, they turned them into fine young men. And Coach Jones, he's over at Lowndes now. He did a great job for 3 years just developing them in the weight room, and Coach Stevenson just slid right in and just has been polishing them now for almost a year now, and I'm super proud of that senior class. They've overcame so much. I mean, a lot of them could have hung it up after the first or second year. I mean, we had 5 wins in 2 years, and I'm super proud that those guys, like I said, stuck around through it all, believed in what I was trying to tell them, believed in themselves, that it's try to get better and better each day, each week, each month and year. And we're sitting now getting ready to play for the region championship this weekend, and I think that's just a testimony to those guys, how hard they worked. I'm so proud of them.
Oh yeah. Well, this class is the class you took over with, right?
Yeah, they were the ninth graders when I started.
These were the ninth graders.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, none of the guys on our team played under Coach McGuire.
Yeah.
None of them did. I guess these will be my boys.
So they've seen that progression with you from back when you were telling us the first show. You said, these are our goals, and here we are playing for the region championship in year 4.
I didn't necessarily make it a year. I mean, I got a little plan in my portfolio that this year that we I try to win every game that we had, and that's our goal. And we're not going to not try to win. I mean, we've got such a great tradition here. I wasn't going to set our goals. Hey, we're not going to try to win the region. I mean, we're going to try to win. Realistically, when they were in the 9th grade, and I was just hoping we could win 1 or 2 ball games. And but we just kept pushing the kids, and I guess it was about game 5 or 6 we played clinch, and they drilled us like 48-0. I remember it was halfway. It seemed like it was the end of the 3rd quarter. We got a first down, and I was happy about it, but right then I sat on the bus, or right before that, before we got, because me and Coach Jones rode a different bus, and said, Coach Jones, we need to turn this weight room into like it's January. Let's start lifting hard and get ready. We started getting them ready, and we did that.
That was the catalyst.
And we did that, and we started trying to get stronger and faster, doing different stuff, and just trying to win each and every day in that weight room. And of course we had about 4 weeks of practice left, and here on the field we tried to develop more, and I eased some more freshmen in and some roles. By the time we were playing game 10, we had just about all freshmen and sophomore out there. But that's just the way it went.
Well, back to Friday night, the stats wise, I don't have them in front of me. Sammy's having to work tonight and tomorrow, so I don't have them in front of me. But I'm sure Lily had an excellent game. King had an excellent game passing.
Yeah, King, I forget. And that was on us. Coach Stevenson will be the first to tell you, he don't know why he called that play. But he did. He said, Coach, if I ever try to call that play again, I said, I got you.
Chemours has done a really good job with inclusion, hiring people from all different backgrounds and walks of life.
Women do work out in the plants, that we're not just administrators. Process technology is something you can do. Being a maintenance technician is something you can do.
It's open for everyone, even if you don't have experience.
We're going to train you. There's definitely room for advancement.
The opportunities are there.
When is the last time you updated your family photos? Don't wait weeks to see your photos. Book now with Fab Photo in studio and see your foolproof gallery within 72 hours. Jessica is a natural and studio light photographer ready to capture any event you have. Jessica is also known for her creative nighttime photos as well as her one-of-a-kind custom athletic photos. Contact Jessica today because you and your athlete deserve the best. 276-0925.
It's lunchtime. Come on down to Whistling Dixie and try some of our fantastic sandwiches. We even have wraps. We can put them on a pita bread for you. And hey, don't forget, we have those great salads, chef salads, chicken salad plates, tuna salad plates. It's all good. Remember, we have that wonderful Bluebell ice cream, all your favorite flavors. Try a double scoop waffle cone. You can even mix and match your favorite flavors. And for a quick pick-me-up, come on in for a delicious cappuccino or a small shot of espresso. Either one will wake you up. So come on down to Whistling Dixie. Let us serve you. And go Indians!
Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away.
UFP Folkston, the #1 site-built construction plant in Georgia, is now hiring for multiple departments. We've been around since 2016, and we're located in, you guessed it, Folkston, Georgia. Around here, we're more than just co-workers. We're like family, and we're part of an international family of companies with a long history of promoting from within. So if you like to work hard and get rewarded for it, this is the place for you. Check out our openings at ufpi.com/careers.
In your time of need, give Rob Robertson a call at 912-496-7388. Shepherd Robertson Funeral Home says, "Go Indians."
ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Hey everyone, this is Kid Dean, sales manager at Walker Jones Honda. Today we're looking at the 22 Passport. Just inviting all of y'all out to come check out our inventory.
And then along came Walker Jones, Now at Walker Jones Honda, new 22s are in stock and ready to roll. Like this new 22 Honda Passport Trail Sport all-wheel drive in stunning sonic gray pearl. Her 3.5-liter engine has power to spare and still gets 24 mpg on the highway. Come on down to Walker Jones Honda, home of the lifetime warranty. Lifetime Honda, the power of dreams. Walker Jones Honda, Memorial Drive in Waycross, and online at walkerjoneshonda.com. So check supply deal for details.
But it was a good play, but we didn't execute it the right way, obviously. I mean, because he was supposed to go out a little wider and he didn't, and the guy that made the play, you can watch the film, he basically quit, and the ball just hits him right in the belly. And but yeah, King did a great job throwing the ball, and Lily did a great job running the ball.
He did.
And on defense, Elias,
if I'm not mistaken, he was perfect up to that point, wasn't he?
What's that?
Passing.
Now I don't know what his numbers were either. I think he threw close to 200 yards. I forget. I know he completed at least 10 passes, and we had only, as a team, completed 20 up to that point. And it's just the way things are. We're not going to do stuff that we don't think we're capable of doing against the defense.
Right.
And a lot of times the defense dictates what we can do. And as he's got better with throwing the ball in this situations, we're going to call the pass plays more. But yeah, he completed about 10 passes, close to 200 yards, and some long ones. He completed some long ones, and of course some short ones turned into long ones. Just a little spot pass out to Jamari Hamilton. He took off. I thought he was going to take it to the house, but he got ran down, on about the 7. But he did an excellent job. I mean, we're talking about King. I mean, he was our offensive player of the week.
Yeah.
The paper, I guess, today had him in there. And then on the other side, Elias Williams on defense. He played well. My brother, who watches all the games, he was at a North Carolina basketball game watching y'all's broadcast, and he kept with it. And as soon as I try to talk to him, especially after the ball games. It's late sometimes, and he had called me, and I called him, and he said Elias played like a 5-star tonight, and he did. He was playing well, and that I can't. I mean, I want to wait because we got him for 2 more years, but there's no telling us how big and strong he can get before we're through with him. And but those two, and there was a lot more that played some had some key plays, and anytime one of the things we say is we're going to go from D to G. That's 0 to Marion Martin. He's D. We call him D a lot. And then Garrett Stevenson's number 95, G. So we're going from D to G. Everybody contributed to that victory, and so happy about it. Anytime you can beat Clinch 1 time is great, but phenomenal when you beat them 3 times in a row. Can you believe we beat them 3 times in a row?
We beat Clinch 3 times.
We beat them 3 times in a row.
When's the last time we've done that?
I don't know. I was talking to Coach McWhorter today, and I said, yeah, Coach, you did it. And he goes, it was a while. He goes, they wouldn't play. We didn't play them for a while. We moved up to AA. I said, yeah, you're right. I was looking at their program and their streaks. In the 80s, they just dominated us. And the 90s, we started getting about 92. Coach Hagens and my brother, their senior year, they got that. I think they beat us 13 years in a row. That's a fact. They're 13, and we beat them in like 92, and we went on a streak of winning. Of course, they won a state championship, obviously, through that year. They won 8 of them, and it's been streaky. But with them being on probably the more positive side the last several years, but last 5 years we can say we beat them 3 out of the last 5 years. I don't know how that. I'm sure some Clinton County folks are going to be listening to this, but wait till next year. I know it's coming. But just like I told Coach Tyson, I mean, for that bunch to beat, if we'd have lost that game, we ought to have been disappointed. But I think both teams gave everything they had. His team, oh my gosh, they played well, and they played well enough to win it, but it just didn't happen. We were able to get the best out the coach. What's the Creek Box guy? The Creek Box guy.
Oh, Creek Box, Mr. Sutton.
No. The guy that does it for Clinch, Hadley. Is it Adam?
Oh, Alan Hadley.
Yeah, Hadley. I should know his name, but he said it best. He just didn't have enough, and we just we were just able to pull it away, and I'm so happy for our kids. Like I said, we were, you look over there on the wall. I mean, ever since 2010, I've been telling. We're trying to get a square on that wall.
We're going to try to get
and we got a chance here in 22 to get. I've been saying it since 2010. As you look on that wall, 2009 is the last square we've had. And for those of you, when next time you come out here, you know what I'm talking about. We have rectangles across the top, and those are state championships. But underneath, there are squares, and the squares are all the region championships we've won. And we hadn't put a square up there since 2009, and we've got a chance for that to take place Friday.
We got to take care of business Friday.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's go ahead and start talking about Friday if you want to, Coach. Lanier County, they're playing some good ball.
Oh, yeah.
I think they've clinched a playoff spot in the 3 seed, I think.
Yeah. Yes. It would be a 3 seed. If we were fortunate enough to beat them, it would be a 3 seed. If not, they'd be tied for first, and it'd be a mess.
It'll be a mess.
Yeah. So we have to take care of business. But yeah, Coach Williams has done a phenomenal job over there, and I enjoy talking to him. He knows football and does a great job with the kids over there. He works hard, and I think they're 5-4.
Yeah.
5-4, and they've won 2 region games and they lost to Clint. So they lost the first game and they've won the last 2. So they're on a roll, and they can score from anywhere. They fly to the ball defensively, and we're really going to have to be on our A game to get over. I've challenged the guys all week. We're not taking anything lightly, for sure. Monday we were out here, and I don't know if anybody saw any of the clips people put from WALB Albany. We were there play team of the week, and if you noticed in the clips, I got a shirt that says "Beat Lanier" on it. That's Monday. So I mean, I wasn't thinking about the win that we had against Clinton Moore. We've been thinking about that since our meeting Sunday. Right. We bring the kids in and they watch film Sunday afternoon before church time and stuff, and we've been thinking about that since Sunday, and we've been pretty focused about it, and I think that's going to help us in the end for sure.
Yeah, and Lanier's going to come in fired up, and they're at home, so their crowd's going to be there.
That's right, and they're fired up. Coach is excited. They made the playoffs. First time in 17 years, and they're playing. If they win, if they beat us, they pretty much will have a home playoff game. I mean, you're going to go to tiebreakers and stuff. We haven't played many Class A opponents, so I'm not sure exactly. We'd have to go get the books and stuff to look.
You have to go way down the list.
Well,
it's a 3-way tie.
We have it written down somewhere. I hope we don't need to fool with that. I hope we can take care of business and be done with it.
Settle it.
We were 0-5 when the first year, 4 years ago, 2019, and we got a chance to go 4-0 and win it outright. And nobody could take it away from them. Nobody could say anything. And that's what I'm really looking forward to for these guys.
No doubt about it. I know if we win Friday night, we're right here the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, pretty much we have a home playoff game, but it all depends on this win, because like I said, it'd be a 3-way tie if we mess around and lose. So we got to get a win. We get a win here, we probably the first 2 will be at home according to the brackets, and if we can if the coins toss the right way, we could have the next 3, maybe the next 4 if it's thrown right. If we keep winning, but that's on down the road. That's on down the road. We're not really thinking about that. We're worried about this winning this game right here. The coaches are going to think of it more than the kids, but I don't. Because we have to do some planning and things, because we'll have to get everything ready this weekend, because we don't even know who we're playing yet. We got some ideas who it may be, but we have to win. And then there's a game
it's concrete.
They have a game that tells a lot in their region. So we'll have to, Friday night we'll know.
Who do the fans need to look out for in Lanier County? I know with Clinch, it was a whole lot of people.
It was Bell,
typically the Bell kid.
Yeah. Well, there's a kid named Calhoun. I think he's number 8, 9. He's a good one.
He's a good one.
And he's already committed to. I think he's committed to Kennesaw State. I know he's got an offer to Kennesaw State. So
good deal.
And he flies around. He plays running back, and he'll play receiver, and that's the guy. You
kind of watch. Yeah. Key on that young man. I'm all about these kids. I don't care what school they play for. If they're hitting that next level, I'm happy for them.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's opened up a lot of doors. Football's opened up a lot of doors for kids from here. Weight room's covered. and we still have some guys out there playing college ball now, and it's just their community is just like ours. It's opened up some doors for them because college is expensive. I know I have a kid in college, and and any way you can get some help, is good. And football's opened up some doors for a lot of kids.
Most definitely. Now Friday night's going to be their senior night too, right?
I would imagine it being the last game. Coach Williams hadn't said much about it, but they do it pregame, and it'll be like ours. We'll be on the field, but we won't be on the field. We'll just keep it down and do what. But yeah, I'm sure it's their senior night.
So there's going to be a packed house. We need our Road Warriors to load up and show up.
Yeah. I mean, no doubt. I mean, it was so big how loud our place got the other day, and I could really hear it when I looked at the creek box a little bit, watched them, because they were on the other side of our stands, and they could hear.
Yeah.
You could hear the crowd booming. The band did, like always, Mr. Hurst, they did an excellent job shaking and booming, knocking those seats and stuff. And the guys love it. The guys love a lot of noise. It gets them fired up. Yes, please, everybody.
It plays on that emotion.
Yeah.
And it plays on
emotions has a lot to do with the game of football. It sure does.
Football is definitely emotion driven.
Yeah, I never understood why baseball players yell, holler, and hit each other in the head, and basketball players, because there's a lot of, style to it or whatever. You don't physically, don't touch another opponent. But football, you got to be in a battle mode. But I get it. I mean, I do get a little bit being a competitor, but it's football's a game where you better be emotional, or you will get your head knocked off.
I get what you're saying there, because baseball's more like a marathon.
Well, you got finesse with it. I mean, it's physical. Don't get me wrong with that, but you're not actually going and getting some. I mean, the catcher is not grabbing the batter. The catcher's not grabbing the batter. The pitcher's not grabbing the batter. The shortstop's not trying to tackle the guy coming from second.
They might have tried it a few times.
I'm sure if there was a way and it was in the rule books for to do, Coach Marks would have the guys ready for it, for sure.
I'll tell you what, I've seen Gabby Tillis. She probably suit up for you a couple times over there at catcher now.
Gabby does a great job in that weight room. I've talked about her. She does a great job. That's why she hit all them home runs, and why she got an opportunity to go play at a Division I school.
Yeah, Georgia
State, because she works in that weight room. And Coach Stevenson had never really noticed her until he kept telling. I said, "Yeah, I know about Gabby. She gets after it, and that makes it over there, that weight room." And we go back to our kids. You look at it. I wish we could pull some pictures of them up when they were in 2019. How they look now compared to 2019. It's a lot of sweat in that weight room. A lot of pushing from Coach Lloyd, Coach Stevenson, Coach Wittenberg, Coach Swing, and our new guys we got in. And a lot of encouragement from those guys and their parents, and I certainly appreciate it, because it's kind of fell into, like I said, my plan was us to get better and better, and I'm so thankful and that we're at this point, because I mean, in 2019 it was murder, being 1-9. It was awful, and I
think everybody knew back then.
But still, you want to do your best, and we did do our best, and I kept saying, and I tell them after the game, I think you did good. I think we won today. We did the best we could, and we kept encouraging that in the off season and through the next year and the next. We made the playoffs last year, and this year nothing's changed. I mean, we still, I tell them we didn't win today. We have, our practices this week have been well. Last week they were well. Now off week you're gonna have that. We didn't have a good practice one day, and you encourage them. Hey, that's not what we do. We got to get better each day.
I imagine there's a lot of excitement out here on the practice field this week, huh?
Yeah. But I talked to them. We talked about it Sunday, and I said this is the last time we're mentioning the clinch. And we don't talk about it. It's done, and we're talking all about Lanier.
All right, Coach. Anything else you want to hit on before we head out?
No, I encourage everybody to go over there. They have a great eating place. I think it's in Barron County, but it's right down the road.
Yeah.
What's it? Ray's Mill Pond.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that Mill Pond restaurant is something else now. Last time me and Coach Jones and Coach Stevenson, we went over and watched the ball game in Lakeland. That's where we went. So you can go get you a good meal and go watch some good football. Hopefully, watch us clinch a region championship. It's our turn now. Hopefully,
we get there Friday night.
Hopefully, we are able to baseball, they've been doing it. They're going to do their thing, and basketball got theirs last year. Hopefully we're finally going to get ours. But you know, we got to play for it for sure. Do everything we can to win today, no doubt.
Got to get an avenging win against Lanier to make up for help out the maidens.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, last year it was by the skin of our teeth. It was 42-41.
Yeah.
So you know, we're not taking anything for granted. You know, we're playing and hopefully we at the end we can hoist that trophy up. And I know that's not the end of what we want, but that's certainly one of our goals this year.
So we need our road warriors to get over there early, grab you a bite to eat, and come get in that stadium and pack out our side of the place, y'all. Kickoff 7:30 Friday night. Coach, thank you as always.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you, man. Having you, man. It's your show, man.
That's your show. You're the one who brought the camera.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all Friday night live from Lanier County. Thank you for watching.
Well, appreciate it, Adam.
The trash, or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more.
Don't talk back.
Just finished cleaning up your room. Let's see that dust fly with that broom. Get all that garbage out of sight, or you don't go out Friday night.
Don't talk back.
The Okefenokee Chamber of Commerce invites you to Folkestone, Georgia for the Pumpkin Patch. Sunday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Don't forget to send CSN a picture of your carved pumpkin. The best will be shown on our webcast versus the Panthers Halloween weekend. Gowan Aldridge Insurance, located in Kingsland, Georgia, is proud to serve the communities of Charlton and Camden counties, offering life, home, car, and business insurance. See Andy Gowan today for your insurance needs. Phone 912-729-7600 for more information. Protecting you is what we do. Gowan Aldridge Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network. Seasons Floral, located at 4415 2nd Street North in Folkestone, Georgia, has all of your floral needs covered, from Valentine's to birthdays and weddings to life celebrations, proms, special occasions, or just to say you love that someone special. We deliver as well. Call 912-496-7043 and we'll assist you with any floral need at Four Seasons Floral.
Georgia's own credit union has been putting the needs of our members first for more than 85 years. That's banking on purpose. At Georgia's own, you'll get better rates, fewer and lower fees, and the assurance of knowing that your success is what matters most to us. We have over 30 offices throughout the state to serve you better. So come on in. All Indian fans are welcome to join. Federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Charlton Electric, serving Charlton and surrounding counties with over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services. Our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades for mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixtures, and much more. Call us today for an estimate, 912-496-4528. West Folkestone Auto Supply is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sports. For all of your auto and big truck needs, go by and see Sammy and his staff today. They have everything from lawnmower blades to parts for big rigs and heavy equipment. CarQuest Folkestone Auto Supply is located at 4439 2nd Street in Folkestone, Georgia. For all of your parts and accessories, it's CarQuest Folkestone. Go Indians!
For nearly 20 years, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives have made Friday night football electrifying. As the official energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's EMCs are proud to support high school athletics in the communities we serve, standing behind every hike, every completed pass, and every team celebration. Because we know that today's high school athletes are tomorrow's local leaders. Georgia's EMCs.
Okefenokee Sportsman is locally owned by Fred and Rawling Coley, who have loyally served the people of Folkestone, Georgia, and surrounding counties for 17 years. Hunting and fishing supplies, as well as live bait, are our specialties. Join us on Saturday, October the 10th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. to mix and mingle with vendors from the hunting industry and enjoy live music from Matt Knowles. Local, loyal, and laid back, Okefenokee Sportsman.
Family-owned Valancourt Construction, established in 1945. Valancourt is constantly seeking out new markets and opportunities, as well as state-of-the-art construction technology. We consider this vital in order to provide value for our customers, career opportunities for our employees, and a bright future for our organization. Valancourt is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network.
Gant AC Heat and Electric, located at 141 West Love Street in Folkestone, Georgia. They service all makes and models of air conditioning and heating units, electric and plumbing supplies, blown installation, appliance parts and service, as well as sheet metal products. Gant is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network. Go Indians and the Band of Pride.
Folkestone Furniture on Main Street has the largest selection of home furnishings in Charlton County. We'll feature different items every week throughout the season. Stop in and see what's new in Folkestone Furniture. We have bedroom suites, living room suites, dining room suites, and so much more. Come in and see us today at Folkestone Furniture. Greetings from Folkestone and the Crossings, fine clothier and gifts. We carry just the right apparel for our southern weather. Stop in, shop, and enjoy the finest southern hospitality from the Crossings. Fine casual wear to weddings and proms as well. You'll find it at the Crossings.